Hello and welcome back to another video on the F1 Journal, where today we're going to be looking at Chase Carey's statement from Monday and seeing how realistic it is that the season will start in Austria on the first weekend of July. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So far the following races have been cancelled: Australia on the 15th of March, Bahrain on the 22nd of March, Vietnam on the 5th of April, China on the 19th of April, Holland on the 3rd of May, Spain on the 10th of May, Monaco on the 24th of May, Azerbaijan on the 7th of June, Canada on the 14th of June, and the latest one on Monday, the French GP on the 28th of June, which I doubt too many people will be crying about. And hopefully, if everything's safe to do so, that's where it will stop. So this week, on Monday morning, Chase Carey announced in an open letter that he wants the first 4 races of the season to be a double header at Austria and Silverstone, Austria being on the first weekend of July and Silverstone in its original date, which was in the middle of July, and said that he wants the final 2 races to be in Bahrain and the season finale as normal Abu Dhabi, so he doesn't upset the contract with Abu Dhabi, which states they have to hold the last race of the season. So that would be ideal, I suppose, for the contract and no issue of legal action. There have also been mentions of a race at Portimao in Portugal, which is supposedly one of the best circuits in the world for behind closed doors races, which is what all of these races would be, I presume, for the rest of the year, with social distancing measures to be in place for the rest of the year. And another race at Hockenheim, which there was some dispute about whether it would get on the calendar due to lack of money, but Mercedes say they're doing everything they can, just like Red Bull are doing everything they can, to get a race on at the Red Bull Ring. So I've been thinking whether if this is really possible or not, and I've decided that, while not impossible for Formula 1 to carry out their thing, it will be very, very hard to do so, with France and Netherlands announcing there will be no sport taking place into September, and even football, which you would think would be a lot easier to run than F1, being cancelled in those areas till September, and it still seems like the Premier League is a long way off returning. So realistically, it's very tough to see it happening, but I don't want to criticise Chase Carey and Liberty Media, Ross Brawn and co for having a plan in place, because if they don't have a plan in place, then we'll never get the season started. Realistically, I think there probably will be a race this year, but it might go into early next year. Hopefully we can just start next season a couple of weeks later and just catch up. But I don't think it will be that early, despite reports from Silverstone that they are confident of holding the race, and they are in good talks with the British government about holding it. It just seems a bit too soon to consider holding an F1 race. Once again, comparing F1 to football. A football match, you would only need referees, the 11 players on each team, substitute, coaching staff, medical staff, you need some media and whatever. But that seems quite a lot, and that's probably the reason why football can't be held at the moment, although Germany are going for ambitious plans to start it by May the 9th, which I still think is a bit far-fetched. But with F1, you need marshals on practically every corner, if not several. You need all the team members. Admittedly, you won't need motorhomes, but they'll have 10 or 20 mechanics for each team. That's probably more than football alone. You'll need the media, the stewards. Chase Carey, I imagine, will want to be there. All the team principals and directors. So many people, and they've all got to be on a plane. If just one of them has it, and say F1 rents out a hotel, then they could give the coronavirus to everybody there, and God knows what would happen. And one positive test, it will have to be stopped. That's the issue. They need testing equipment. I imagine that would be very expensive, and they can't take it away from frontline health workers. So there's so much to consider, and that's why I just think it's a bit far-fetched. But I'm not criticising F1 because I think it's good to have a plan in place, and hopefully that plan can go to fruition, because there's nothing more that we want than F1 back and some motor racing. But that is all for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment about what you think is going to happen in the comments below. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, follow the Twitter in the description below, and my link to another channel, guess what, there's a football one, is just about to come up now. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.